So, hi everybody. My name's David Campbell. I'm the business navigation expert, and with me I've got Debbie Small. Debbie, would you like to introduce yourself to everyone, please?
Thanks for that, David. Yes, my name's Debbie Small, and I'm the founder of the Empowerment Point Global Business Directory and Education Hub, where we bring amazing leading experts globally to business owners to make their lives and their journey so much easier. And we also bring great networking groups globally to business owners as well. So I'm also a business strategist, and they call me the Empowerment Queen and the Empowerment Queen and a super connector. And David, I'm really excited to be here with you today to do this.
Yeah, good. And so am I, Debbie. I think it's an exciting opportunity, not just for us, but for anybody who's considering having a booth at one of these expos. Comment that I've heard is that these expos are really going to be the future of business networking from an expo point of view going forward. COVID has taught us a lot. And one of those things is that we can do these kind of things virtually and still continue to do our everyday work.
That's it, David. And it's especially this one too, it's set up in such a way that it's quite easy to do. It's just a little bit of pre-work beforehand, but once you've got the hang of it, it's really quite easy to do. And yeah, we just wanted to, both you and I just wanted to make it easier for people to get the most out of their booths as well. So, David, I'd like you to introduce yourself, please.
As I indicated at the front, I'm the business navigation expert. My key focus around business is I want to transform the way businesses think by renewing their mind. So, the results we're currently getting are a direct correlation to the thinking and the quality of thinking that we're currently putting into our business.
So
And
true.
so I'm about helping you change the way you think, learning a new way of thinking into your business. And so that's where I come from. And this is why I'm driven by this passion of trying to help business owners do more with what they've got. Debbie, thanks for coming on and being part of this. What we're looking to do today is go through how to actually set up your booth and the considerations you need to put into setting up your booth. And I know prior to the previous expo, I took the opportunity of just saying, hey, if anyone wants some help, reach out to me. And you were one of those people that reached out. So let's have a talk. Firstly, why did you reach out? And let's bring up a copy of your booth and people can have a look at what it actually looks like and what was some of the things that you were considering.
Well, I reached out to you because I wanted to get the best out of my booth and I wanted it to work for myself and my business and our members in our business as well. And so when I saw yours, it gave me different ideas of what I can do for mine. And I think it's really important that people not only, because at first I was just putting logos everywhere. That's what I did. And I went, whoa, okay, it's a bit overhaul of my logo. And then I changed things around. And really, it's about attracting the eye, but also not making it so difficult for people. So I found as I looked around, there was some that had a lot of logos. There were also some that had a lot of call to actions. So with a lot of call to actions, people are just going to go, oh, wow, it's too busy, and they'll move on. And we don't want that. We want people to stay to learn more about your business as well. So, yeah, so I'm really happy that we had the chat. And then I had a look at yours in order to make mine feel that it was more, I guess, focused and also streamlined as well. I think that's really important.
Couple of things for people to pick up on, and we'll come to all of these as we go through this. But firstly, there's a whole lot of hot buttons down the side here, and we can configure every single one of those through the back end, and you've got the opportunity to do this.
This one's my links. There's more than this there, but I didn't want to put too many because then people are going to go, there's just so much. So I
Yeah.
put my main ones as a business owner: LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, my website, and contact numbers and some information. So put where you want people to go to, and be careful about how many. So I thought that was a good number to put, and I didn't want to overload people.
Then we look at the real estate of the booth itself. And we've got, you can see we've got a top banner up here. We've got two top banners over on the right-hand side. We've then got pull-up banners left and right. We've got the desk itself, and I'll just scroll up a bit. So we've got the desk itself, and we've got a video. So let's address each of these as we go along. When people come into your booth, you want to grab their attention with something. And that something often is, what's their pain point?
Yeah.
Why are they looking to you to solve? What's that issue that they've got to solve? I know for me, my pain point is very much around, you're so busy in your work, your family don't recognize you, you don't seem to have any time to yourself. How do I fix this? And so I think it's important that that pain point is brought through in the booth, because it's your opportunity to grab a person's attention. So I'd be looking to put my pain point up in this top booth banner up there. So it's not about just having your logo. It's about having, what is it that you can help people with? Debbie, have you got a comment about why you've put your particular bits there?
Yeah, there's one thing when you hear a business name, but the first question is, what do they do? And then you've got to go searching for what is it that they do. So the first time I did this, I just put my logo and that was it. So then when I saw yours, I thought, hang on a sec, I need to put some more information here. So I added the different things that we do. So that way people see it straight away. And if that's something they need or they're looking for, then they know that we do that straight away.
Yes. So that top banner, then we've got the two sort of top banners on the right-hand side there. And you've used a photo of yourself and your logo.
Yeah, I did that. I did that because one, I wanted to put the logo there, and I didn't want to make it too busy with too many call to actions and too many things people want to look at. And I put an image of myself there because it's branding. That's what that is. It's branding. And people,
absolutely,
if they decide to chat with me or schedule a meeting with me or anything like that, then they already know. They've seen a picture of me. So at least it's a little bit of an intro of who I am. And then they get to know me a lot more when they see me. So it's not like, it's not like they're about to make an appointment with a total stranger. They've seen an image of me, they've heard a bit about me, and then, they can come and see me. So it just gives them it's a bit of nurturing before they come and see me.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so then we jump down to the two pull-up banners either side, and you've used a QR code and you've put some text in that indicates what that QR code is going to lead people to. So again, I think it's a great way to tap into the technology to actually use QR codes as a call to action process, because it's really easy to scan that QR code, jump on, do that registration.
100%. Most people are utilizing this on a computer. They're going through this on a computer, not their phones, but a computer. So it's really easy for somebody to pick up their phone and then to check the QR code. So the QR codes that I had went straight to a Zoom registration page that they could register straight away. So really, it took them no time at all to do it. And then they got an email saying that they were registered. But I wanted to be very clear of where the QR codes go. So you can either you can do two things. Either you can have the same call to action on either side, which is fine. There's no problem with that. It's consistency. Or I did two different ones that are both helping businesses to grow or to scale or to start, wherever they are within their business. So it's just an easy way for people to go, oh yeah, that one's for that, that one's for that, and do it. I did have, just to let you know, because you're seeing the same one on both sides, I did have two separate ones, and then I decided to change it just for consistency, and I put them exactly the same.
I'll just jump into mine because I've got two different QR codes. So I've got one over here, which is about the gym event program that I'm doing and looking for an expression of interest. And over this side was my free giveaway QR
I
code.
like that. I like my gift to you. I think that's really lovely.
So yeah,
I have
and
to
it
add
just
that in
made
next
it
time.
easy. Just made it easy. All right, so back to you again.
Where you've got your mouse at the moment on the yellow, is your
Yes.
business really on track? I had my logo there at first, and it was you, David, who turned around and said, why don't you put something there that really draws people? So the yellow, first, when I'm color coding it, it's very similar to my business colors that I've used. The green also stands out a bit more here as well. And
Yep.
the yellow, that really stands out. So if I just put my logo, I don't think it would have had as much impact. But if somebody reads, is your business really on track? And that actually came from you. So thank you, David. It makes people turn around and go, oh, maybe it's not. And then they want to have a look. So what's something that you can ask, that you can put at the front that can really draw people in to go, hang on, that might be me, or hang on, I want to know more information. If it's just your logo, it's not really going to do that. And you've already got, as you can see on the top, I've already got my logo on the top. So I don't need my logo anywhere else. But I really want to attract the right people to come in and have a look around and see what there is and how we can help them.
And so the next bit I want to cover is the video itself. And the comments I'd make about the video, firstly, are I think you need to record one for the expo. And it
100%.
really is not difficult. Grab your phone, grab your computer with a camera, and just log on to Zoom and record it, and then log off and save it. It really is that easy. But putting up videos that don't relate directly to the booth actually is a waste of your
Time.
retail, your real estate within the booth itself. The next
100%.
comment I'd make about videos is I actually think you're better off using Vimeo as opposed to YouTube. And the reason I say that is that on this particular platform, as soon as you enter someone's booth, the video starts automatically. So let me just give you a quick example of that with mine.
The other thing with the video too, make it a minute or under a minute,
Yes.
because people are not going to sit for ages watching it. Make sure also you're succinct. What do you do? It could be why you do it, who you are, and how you can help people in that. Entice people to want to know more, to want to download your brochures in there, to want to make a time to meet you or to chat with you.
Yeah.
So make it
Absolutely.
short and succinct. And I just also want to add that if anyone does a video and they want us to have a look at it, we're also happy to do that as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be fine with
it. Yeah. So while we're sitting on here, the next piece of real estate that I want to look at is these brochure stands that you can see here, one on the left, one on the right. They both access the same documents. But let me quickly jump into the brochures. So these are mine.
Can I sorry, I just want to go back just one sec. With the video, you can also put your own personality into the video as well, because if not, people are watching, the same thing, just, different voice, different topic. So put your own personality into that as well, because you're selling you and your brand.
Over to brochures. One of the things that I would strongly recommend is that you do PDF documents. I found some people had put up JPEG images. They'd put up Word documents and those sort of things. Do a PDF. The beauty of a PDF is that it locks the format in so that it's the same for everybody. It's not changing it. And so keeping that same format. And then one of the things that I did was I tried to head down this path of similar logos, similar heading structures, so that people are starting to see a trend through the information that they're getting.
I love it.
So have a think about that. Some people have done this really well. They've simply put up the PDFs of their standard brochure suite, which is great. It's full of information and away they go. So these are all, for me, these are all documents that I've written that I give away for free. And it's about giving away good quality material. don't just give away, in essence, rubbish. Make it so people will want to read this and then come back and talk to you some more.
And a great piece of advice, David, that you said as well is have a look what you've got in Word documents and turn it into a PDF.
Yes, and that's a really easy process. So
Which
you can
makes
upload those. You can upload those. That's an easy process. We can look quickly at that shortly. But that kind of covers the real estate. Couple of things that are worth looking at. Scheduling a meeting. Make sure that you do put your calendar link into the appropriate spot, and we'll show you that in a second. So that's the first one. The second one, the video call can only work if you're at your booth and someone clicks on it to then click with or talk with you on the spot. So it's like they walked up to the booth and you were there. But the benefit is that you don't necessarily have to be there for this. So the chat allows you to do that. And then you've got the sales teams. I don't have a sales team. I don't know. Have you got a sales team, Debbie?
Check it out. Check it out. Who's my sales team? Hello, it's me.
Yeah, there was just me as well.
Yeah.
One of the things that I've seen in the sales team is that people didn't have an image of themselves up there.
Oh, you have to have an image
So
of yourself
image
because
must.
yeah, because
And
that's who people are connecting with.
Exactly. And the same if you're adding people to your team, have their image as well.
Yeah.
Because it's really important that people can put a face to a name.
100%.
It's amazing how important that actually is. So there's the sales team. That kind of covers everything in terms of the initial exposure. All right, so we're looking at the back end of the stand. This is where we set up all of the information that we need that will go into the chat, the calendar, your various web links, all of those sort of things, and the about section. And I'll cover the about section as we get down towards the bottom. So let's have a quick look through this. Obviously, first name, last name, all fairly simple sort of stuff. Phone numbers. Make sure you put the +61 if you're in Australia. If you're not in Australia, don't put +61. Put whatever your country code is. The business itself, think of this as a marketing opportunity. So you don't have to say business coach. You can, I've done business navigation expert. You can put whatever you like in these. It's not that critical that it's your position as such or your business name as such. Use it as a marketing tool. What's going to happen there? Pick the stand color. I think the default is blue, but pick the stand color that suits your image, your logos, those sort of things. So your color palette.
With that one too,
Yep.
like for me, for my business, I think I put empowerment point, but I totally agree with what David said as well. With your stand color, you can change the stand color and check it out and see what it feels like and see what it's like. So for me, I saw there was a lot of one color and there wasn't a lot of that green, so I decided to use it and actually stood out. But you can go through, the colors. But a good
Absolutely.
idea is make the colors so your branding colors pop, or utilize a color that is similar to one of your branding colors so it's consistent.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so brand color. Images, you'll get a document from the coordinators that talk to you about the size of these various images. That's actually really important.
It's fantastic.
One of the things that I'll be doing probably for the next expo is offering an opportunity for people if they want to get their images resized, I'll be happy to do it. I'll probably charge a fee for that service, but it's worth making sure your images are the right size to go into the various locations that there are.
Just to let people know that all of my images I did on Canva. So everything I resized and I did on Canva, and then I uploaded it, and I uploaded it as a PNG and a JPEG just to see which one would be fine. I think I used PNGs for it. I can't remember. But either one, whatever looks good. But yeah, Canva was brilliant for resizing and for adding stuff and for even for the top part of my the top part of my booth as well. Canva, I did that.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of profile images, professional photos only, please, guys. Don't go for selfies. Don't go for the TikTok images that you might do. Get a professional photo taken. If you haven't done it, go and find a photographer, get some professional shots done. I actually get a suite of professional shots done every 2 years. So I think it's, well, one reason I support a local photographer, but the other reason is I think it's important that you're updating your images on a regular basis. So logo, that's all fine. Put those sort of things in. This one is the website logo. So that's what will appear for the website. Whereas this one is the stand logo. So when it says current stand logo, this is what appears in the actual entry hall. And I'll drop out and show you the entry hall shortly, but this is what appears there. Position is fairly straightforward. The website is where you want them to go, where you want them to land if they click on your website. So if you want them onto a sub page or something along those lines, put it in.
Yeah.
You also may set up a landing page.
Oh, sorry, David. Say that again, sorry.
You may set up a landing page for the expo. Nothing wrong with that. Smart thinking.
Also, to make sure that you copy and paste the links and put them in, because if you've done one letter, one dot, one something wrong, then your people are going to be going nowhere. So copy and pasting makes sure that it's the right URLs for each one.
Absolutely. And having said that, one of the things that I'm pretty strong on is once you've finished all this, go into your booth itself and test everything.
100%, 100%. So, yeah.
LinkedIn profile. So that's easy, just off your LinkedIn. I don't use Twitter anymore. Oh, sorry, Facebook.
Not many people do.
Yeah.
But if you do, and you want to put it in, go for it.
Go for it. Yeah. I did and ah at one stage about putting a different link to something else in there. Like I might have a landing page that I wanted to have. I don't know whether it'll work. I haven't tried it. So my suggestion is, as Debbie said at the beginning, if you've got all these filled out, it becomes very crowded down the side. So where these appear is this area down here.
Even my YouTube, I didn't even put my YouTube in there. They can find it on the other one. So I didn't even put that in there because I'd rather them go to my LinkedIn than my YouTube at the moment. Yep. So put your main ones in, because if not, people just have too many. When people get too much information, they get confused, they walk away. Yes. So as long as it's focused and directed, then you should be fine.
Yep, absolutely. The calendar link, now the one I've used here actually opens a specific booking type within my calendar application. So I've set it for half an hour. It's directly around having that discovery conversation. So I would get as specific as that.
And David, I did the same thing as you. I've got different links and different timings, and I also put a 30-minute one in as well for that.
Excellent. Okay, so then we get to the About Us section. Now, a lot of people in About Us talk about, this is the company, we make this widget, we make that widget, we do this, et cetera, et cetera. I thought this time what I would try is, in essence, an audacious statement. And you can see it there, you're a small business owner with no time for yourself, et cetera, et cetera. So I've kind of thrown it out there to challenge anyone who does read the About section.
Part of this also comes up on when you're going into the exhibition, having a look at people on the top, which we'll show you in a moment.
I'll show you that in a second. Yeah.
But when I saw that, I rejigged mine slightly as well, because that's the first thing that they see.
Yeah. The other thing that's worth noting, and if I scroll down in here, you'll see I've gone down about a dozen lines, and I've put a whole lot of keywords.
SEO, baby, SEO.
Absolutely. And it is so necessary, particularly in this platform. If someone goes in to search for a particular business, I'm needing a business coach, or I'm needing this.
Yeah.
If you don't have the keywords in your profile, they will not find you.
Yeah.
So make sure you put those keywords in. You can play around with your team here, so you can actually manage your team. And as I say, I don't have anybody, but it's a case of simply importing team members or adding team members one at a time. Bang, away they go. You can go back to managing your booth. You can go into actually viewing your booth. And then there's a few frequently asked questions. The big key with all of this is, I'm going to collapse that. No, I want to go manage booth. That's where I want to go. And then into details. Right. The key thing with all of this is that button down the bottom.
Yes, please make sure you keep saving.
It is so critical. The first time I did this setup, I went through and I entered everything in, and I didn't look at the save button at the bottom. I just went, yep, it's all there. And I went, let's go and have a look. And out I went, and there was nothing. So I had to type it all again. You must save.
Yeah, 100%. And also the last two there, you don't fill out. So the last two, the exhibition hall number, the people who run the exhibition will put it on for you.
Yep.
Or the virtual expo will put it on for you, and same with your stand number as well. So those you don't have to worry about. But yes, please press save as you keep going.
We're jumping out here to the actual, or the entry hall, the foyer. You'll see that I've got my banner up here as a logo sponsor. That's fine. You can buy one of those if you like. But all that said, what we're doing is we're going into the exhibition hall. And so let's jump in there for a second.
You're like Superman.
It does a bit, doesn't it? And this is the bit that Debbie was talking about earlier. I'm going to go down to mine. So my booth's down here, and you hover over the top of that image, and what you get is the first part of your about statement. So it's actually worth thinking that first sentence, can it grab someone's attention? So think that one through. That would be a first point that I would make. You can also have a look at is it the exhibitor list?
It's the, yes. So we're in hall 2.
Yeah, you're in hall 2. No, I'm actually looking for.
Oh. So there's also a blurb there as well from what you're saying.
Yep.
So yes, definitely.
They can hit that and visit the booth there. They can flag it and actually say, yep, I've bookmarked that. I want to come back to that one. So they might do a skim through from that point of view. So it's worth thinking about these things. Where is it that I'm appearing? What is it that is coming across as the information that is being presented?
So just be careful in regards to you're trying to let people know you're there to help them, other than, just sell, because people like being spoken to, not just sold. It's the way that we do it that makes a difference.
Yeah, absolutely it is. The other one, and I've just brought Debbie's booth back up.
Go down to the information, click on the information button at the bottom.
That's it. Thank you.
There we go.
So that's where your full about statement will come in. So it's worth making sure you've got the full details there. And I like the fact that you've got is your business on track at the top of that.
Thank you, David, for that. And thank you for all the bottom SEO words.
One of the features that the booths have got is this ability to pull down some reports, actually have a look at who's visited, what's gone on. So let's open that.
And they're all Excel spreadsheets, really, really easy. And you can copy and paste things as well. Really easy. And
so export the stand visitors, any scheduled meetings that might have been set up, export your resource download. So who's been in and downloaded your resources. And then any inquiries. Let's have a look at the stand visitors. Desktop. Oh, no, we've got some stand visitors. So the benefit of this is you get their name and obviously organization position, but you also get their email address.
Mm.
And so my suggestion is that you then take this. What I was doing was adding people to my CRM and sending an email immediately that evening. So they came to visit my booth that day, and they got an email from me the following day, or sorry, the following evening, that simply said, "Thanks for coming to my booth. I hope you used the opportunity to download the free disc report that I had. If you didn't, here's a link to go and do it." And then some sort of what was it that prompted you to come into my booth? So we're trying to develop some communication and some engagement through that process. And then I follow it up again about a week after. Again, it's all automated for me, but I follow it up about a week after saying, "Hey, thanks for visiting a booth. I hope you got a lot out of the expo. It was a good opportunity for me. Love to connect with you. Why don't you reach out? Here's a link."
And follow-ups are so important, and a lot of people forget to do the actual follow-ups. I also followed up by letting people know that the webinar that was there, that they could still register for it if they wanted to come along to it as well. But guys, you need to follow up on people, because you never know what could happen. You've got a 50-50 chance that, they want more information, they want to know more about you. You just never know. So make sure that you do follow up, or you have a great person follow up, but I'm sure you guys can do it anyway. But follow up, it's really important.
Absolutely.
No, I think that's we've gone through everything there. And guys, just if you don't have a booth yet, or you're wanting a booth for the next one, speak to Gary, put that in, not a problem. So you're locked in for your booth. And let me tell you, from someone who thought this was going to take ages and ages, it didn't take that long to do at all. And then once you've done it, you've got some of your stuff for the next expo as well. So Canva's really easy to do stuff. Zoom is really easy to do your videos as well. If you don't like it, just redo the video before you put it on. And they give you all of the sizings that you need for everything. So it's really quite easy. And if anyone wants to have a chat in regards to it, or they're stuck on something, more than welcome to give David or myself a buzz, and we're
absolutely
happy to have a chat with you as well. But I think the most important thing is, this is your branding, but this is also your way of connecting with people that you want to help. So do it in a way that people are going to not feel overwhelmed, but they're going to want to connect with you as well and enjoy your services.